Yeah. What's up, everybody?
No.
It's a dope groove.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James. What's going on, everybody? It's your guy, J-Stogs, and this is Big Game Sports Buzz with Sports Fanatic and the Pro Athlete come together to talk about sports and everything else around it. We're a little bit later, but that's okay because it's on the Buff Nerd. But you know who was here? The man, the myth, the legend, the reason why we even have this show called What It Is, Big Game James. What up, dude? How you feeling?
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, man, I'm just happy to be here. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here, man.
I'm so glad.
That, hey, man, my computer was doing something a little retarded for a second. Excuse my language. A little crazy. I think we're good now, bro, Ham. You know what I'm saying? But
I think we're good. Yeah. We're good, man. We're always good. We're always good. Thank you for those that are tuning in to us right now. As always, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when we do come on. Of course, make sure that you share because we always love to have more people share in the fun with us.
Yes,
make sure that you comment because I will put up your comment despite what other people may feel or say.
Boy,
I will put it up there.
Won't he?
Oh, yes, he will. So, of course, we got 4 downs. Oh, hell no. Keep it on the court. And one got to go. And of course, America's favorite list, the top 5, which tonight is top 5 rap duos. Now, Big Game came with this, and we've done this before, kind of, sort of. We're going to see how this all works out because remember, these are duos. These are duos, right?
Duo.
Duo means 2. Let's get it right. Keep it tight. Keep it right. You know what I'm saying? My guy Ricky T. What's going on, Ricky T? 2 birds, 1 show checking in. Appreciate you coming in, man. For sure. Good to see you. Good to have you. Make sure that you check these guys out. 2 birds, 1 show. Philly Sports Craft Beer. Phenomenal. Even though they're Philly guys, phenomenal guys.
Hey, man.
Thursdays.
Ricky is a riot, dog.
Ricky is a riot. And of course, Dieter is fantastic as well. We love having these guys on Big Game Entertainment. Check them out Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, West Coast. You got to figure it out. I don't know with the time change. I don't know how that works. So
you don't know how to count backwards by 2. I got you.
That's not what I do anymore. So look, listen. Here's a real quick rant. Why do we have daylight savings time? We're the only one that does it.
Well, you know, it's not happening anymore, right? This is the last time that will spring forward. We're not falling back anymore.
Until I see it in law, I don't believe it.
That's word on the street, dog. You think everybody's lying?
Yes, I do. CNN hasn't told me that.
Did you really just go to? Hey, I'm gonna find this.
Appreciate you, Rick. You guys rock again. Make sure you check them out Thursdays, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They have a take on craft beer. Look, they go deep and they will help you figure out the best way to get your craft beer on. If you haven't started, you should.
your boxes are coming. So just to let you know, your boxes are coming. But tonight, look, we got a lot of stuff we got to get into. So without further ado, let's get into 4 downs. All right, so in our 4 downs, in our first down, this is a good question because we've kind of touched on this before, but should the Colts trade for Lamar Jackson is the question. I mean, Granddad, it's good to see you, my guy. Way to be here. Yes, we lit. Should the Colts trade for Lamar Jackson? Now, what you give up for Lamar Jackson, is it worth it? Is the real question. Because you got to give up at least 2 number ones.
He's a game changer, man. He is a game. Yes, 2 number ones, but if you get and can build, if you can get a franchise quarterback, because Matt Ryan set them back, and so did Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
Colts have been going backwards since Andrew Luck retired. They gotta find something to build around. You know what I mean? Like, for so long, Peyton Manning was the staple there, and then
Yeah.
Andrew Luck comes in, and they have a solid quarterback foundation. They're consistent in the AFC South, which is still stupid to me that they're anyway part of the South. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But needless to say, they're competitive. Then they don't have a quarterback anymore, and the next thing you know, they can't keep their head above water. They're scrambling. Why not make the move for Lamar Jackson? I think that's something that could change that franchise around and get them relative again, because their defense isn't horrible, right? So I think something could
It's not.
Jay, if they, you know what I mean, if they pull somebody
But
in, man.
yeah, the line is not good. I think we can agree on that. But they have a very good running back. Is he healthy?
When he stays healthy, yes, you're right.
Okay, so when he's healthy, and you know, this was something that really we need to talk about at some point in time, is the devaluation of the running back in the NFL.
Boy,
because that is beyond ridiculous.
Man.
So should the Colts trade for Lamar Jackson? Sure. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, they should, because they don't have any prospects there, and they're not high enough, essentially, to get the quarterback that they want.
What's the draft order? But God dog, I had it pulled up, and I went out of it, and I can't remember exactly where they draft. I'm trying to let me pull that up real fast.
I don't know. We'll look at it, but I mean, unless they're in the top 5, right? Then they ain't got it. You know, they're not going to get who they want. Okay. They're number 4. They're number 4.
So
They're
they
4.
could get a Bryce Young,
they could potentially get. So
CJ
now
Stroud. What is Carolina going to do with the number 1 overall pick?
They're getting a quarterback.
Okay.
You don't jump up there for nothing.
Right. And this draft class isn't super quarterback heavy. I mean,
you got CJ Stroud, you got Bryce, you got
Levin from Kentucky, and then
you got Stetson, please. You still got him.
And Anthony, your boy from Anthony Richardson. But Richardson's not gonna be ready to play. The Colts need somebody the way that division is right now.
They need someone to play right now.
If they can get someone that can come in to play right now,
yes.
And that's Lamar Jackson. All these rookie quarterbacks are great talents, yes, but are they going to be ready to come in the NFL and be the man right now? I don't think so. I mean, I think they're going to be I think there's some very talented quarterbacks. I don't know they're going to be ready to take the field and lead the way Lamar Jackson can come in and lead.
But here's the question I have for you: as a fan to a professional athlete, that says, look, the Colts are in a rebuilding situation. Let's call it what it is.
Okay, yeah.
They're in a rebuilding situation. So if you get Lamar Jackson, the reality is you may have him for the next, let's say, 4 years. 4 or 5 years. Look,
Lamar only got 4 years left on his body.
he is a mobile quarterback.
Okay, Jay. Yeah, he is, but he's got more than four.
Once you start breaking down, and you look, we have seen this over and over and over and over again with mobile quarterbacks. Once they start getting injured, it's over. It's they're on the downhill slide. There are a few mobile quarterbacks that are able to play. Go ahead, name them. Name the mobile quarterbacks that have had at least 8 years in the league.
Michael Vick
went to prison, and I knew you were going to say that, but he went to prison for 4 years.
Okay, man. Okay. All right.
I'll give you like maybe Randall Cunningham. Maybe, but was he in like for 8 years?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
So, I mean, like he's the only one that comes to mind that says, okay, he's been in the league as a mobile quarterback.
Randall Cunningham spent 16 seasons in the NFL.
He is an anomaly. He's an anomaly. Right? But if you look at the other ones, RG3.
Now, hold on. Let's do this. You're gonna think I'm crazy.
I always think you're crazy, Game. That's why we hang out.
What about Steve Young? Would you consider Steve Young a mobile quarterback?
Steve Young was considered a mobile quarterback for his time.
We're gonna time now?
Okay.
Okay. Do you consider him not a mobile quarterback because he was Caucasian? Is it
no?
Let's ask the question.
No, because hey, remember this guy? Remember that guy? Remember him? He's a mobile quarterback and he's white. And guess what? He's not in the league. He didn't stay in the league long.
It didn't have nothing to do with being mobile.
It did.
Johnny Manziel was out the league because he was a mobile quarterback and that was it.
Well, partly, but
should he have ever been a first round? Should he ever been picked where he was picked anyway?
No.
That part.
No.
So it's different. Steve Young spent 15 seasons in the league, and yes, while
he changed his game,
he could run. Okay.
He was considered a mobile quarterback when he was at Tampa Bay. That's fine. At Tampa Bay, he was considered a mobile quarterback because he would use his feet and could run a little bit.
He had to run in Tampa because of his line.
Yeah. But when he got to San Francisco, he didn't run as much. So he wasn't.
West Coast offense is a little bit different too.
Okay, fine. But again, that still goes to the point. It don't matter what color you are. If you are a mobile quarterback,
I know
a mobile quarterback.
I just had to ask the question, Jay.
Mobile quarterback. You're not gonna last.
Oh man.
So that's why I say 4, maybe 5, but he's gonna have to change his game, or the system will have to change.
Man. Okay, man. I mean,
but
I think he has more than 4 years left in the tank. I think it's a good move for Indiana because this is the thing. If we say Lamar Jackson only has 4 good years left, then that's not a good investment for the Indianapolis Colts to give up 2 first-round picks to go get Lamar Jackson.
Because they're not there. They're not a quarterback away. Would you agree with that? They're not
a quarterback there. Away. They can't just keep running with Jonathan Stewart. Stewart with Taylor. My bad.
Taylor.
I'm thinking, man, I don't know why I said something about Carolina. Name Stewart just popped in my head from back in the day. But something's got to give, bro.
Something does, but you start with a quarterback, with a fresh quarterback, with a young quarterback that you can say, hey, we're going to build our offense and team around. I'm not knocking Lamar. Lamar Jackson is a phenomenal talent. But if I'm rebuilding my team and I'm saying, okay, in the next 3 years, because that's generally what I would say a franchise gives a quarterback, a coach, right? A new head coach. They say, look, we're going to give you 3 years. Now, a lot of times in NFL, it's been like 1, maybe 2. But essentially, you get 3 years, right? You get 3 years to change the franchise. And if you don't change it and make it better within those 3 years, you're out of there.
Jay, let me ask you this, man.
Yes.
What if they go young? What if they decide to draft?
Right.
What if they do what the Jets did and get a Zach Wilson? that they can't, that they're dying to get rid of, and they're begging for Aaron Rodgers to come in because they realize how much they whiffed on the quarterback position. It sets you back so far.
It does. It does. I mean, it's a crapshoot. And the sad part about it is we're about to transition it to two. Second down is, listen, you can hit on a quarterback that's in the first round. You can hit on a quarterback that's in the fourth round. It's about culture. It's about coaching. And it's about what that person, that quarterback, is able to do with what he's got. And I mean, hey, there you go. Second down. Let's get to it. Ole Miss women's b-ball coach creating a culture. Coach Yo, what you think about this?
Man, reading and starting to hear this story of, how she grew up and being away from her family, coming through, getting through school, moving up the ranks of coaching. It's a feel-good story. And for them to go in and knock off a number one seed like the Stanford Cardinal, and what Stanford's been doing in the NCAA tournament for the last couple of years, and how good they are, it's a feel-good story. I'm loving the storylines of the NCAA right now, men and women's, because it's pulling you in and making you want to, watch it and keep you in tune of what's going on. And I believe in anything you do, when you've been losing for something, because they said prior to Coach Yo getting to Ole Miss, they had not finished better than like 5 over the last decade, like 10 years of not being relevant at all. And to get this team to where they can finish in the top 4 of the SEC is saying a lot about what she's doing and the culture she's creating for those girls and how they're playing for, man. And it's just, it's a good story, man.
All right. Hey, Wallace, good to see you, my God, man. We got something for you, bro. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, I think this tournament has been interesting because basically everybody's brackets is busted. Ain't nobody got a good bracket. Nobody is clean. Nobody. And if they say they are, they're lying. They are lying. Tell them whip it out. Fresh. Okay? Because ain't no way. But the women's bracket is good. The men and women's, because you're knocking off the ones and the twos, and you have top seeded and blue buds that are, normally there in this chalk. Not this year. What's a Paladine? What the hell is a Paladine? They won a game, right? I mean, next thing you know, you're going to see Delta State in there in the Angry Ochres. And
I was thinking this.
You're going to see the Angry Ochres, the Shockers, the Banana Slugs, and I'm all for it. Like, I want to see that. That's what I want to see.
That's brackets across America right now.
Oh my gosh, so broken, so broken. And I think that's a good thing, because that now provides, a sense of polarity where it's like, look, just because you went to Kentucky, just because you're going to Duke, just because you're at Kansas, that don't mean you're going to win. And a lot of these kids, a lot of these teams that are winning are older teams. They're juniors. They got seniors on their team.
Yeah. And because of COVID, some of these seniors are like 50-year seniors too. They got that extra year from COVID. And it's that, that grown man that's on the team is showing against some of those, younger one-and-done type players. But like I said, you just gotta like it, man. I love, like I say, every year I spend my money getting in my pools with my friends. And I'm never really upset at an upset. You know what I mean? Does that make sense, Jay? Like, it doesn't bother me that a Princeton can knock out 2 people to get to the Sweet 16. That FDU had people on the ropes. That Furman knocked out Virginia. Yeah, my bracket got messed up in a couple, on a couple sides. But at the same time, to see these teams have that ability, and the same with Ole Miss women, like I said, to just be cellar dwellers of the SEC for so long, to get yourself to this point, it's like, yo,
I'm so glad you got money you just throw away on a bracket like that, because man, You know, yeah, that's what you say. Wallace, see, you come in here with this already. Yeah, Purdue was going to be the first #1 seed to get bounced.
Wallace, he's not going. Yeah. He doesn't want to talk about that, Wallace, because he's the guy who loves to say, I told you so. He doesn't like to be told, I told you so. What the long sign of breath, Jay? Like, what's the dilly, dog?
Man, let's move on to third down, man.
Damn.
Let's go.
Wow. All right, fine, whatever. Damian Lillard basically is calling people out for ring chasing and saying that, well, what did he say? You know what he said?
No.
I mean, that's basically what it is. Yeah, just stop. So,
well,
I mean,
the whole debate came up, Jay,
When I graduated with a bachelor's.
on Damian Lillard saying that so much emphasis is put on rings, and that is devaluing players because it's like if they don't win a ring, they're not as good as players that do win rings. We've had this topic of discussion before in the Chop Shop, and the reason I thought about it when I saw the interview was, is it Dame's way of making an excuse for taking the money to stay in Portland and not position himself to get with a team that was really more competitive?
absolutely.
Or does he have a point?
No, that's why. Now, look, every day when you turn on TNT basketball and you have Shaq, Ernie, Kenny, and Chuck, what do they always talk about? What do Kenny and Shaq always talk about with Chuck?
How many rings?
How many rings?
And I found a quote, man, if you want me to, kind of
read
read
the
it and
quote.
say, but, in a nutshell, he was on JJ Redick's podcast, The Old Man and the Three. And, he basically said, the NBA I play in now is not the NBA I came into. He said, I think about it all the time that I don't know if I can play a long time because I don't enjoy what the NBA as a whole is becoming. And what he meant was, he says, I feel like I play for the love of the game. I want the competition. I want to know what it feels like to win. I want to see my teammates do well. I want to see my teammates get paid. I enjoy the bonding part of it. We spend more time with each other than anybody else, but now that doesn't count. Regular season doesn't count. Get a ring. This guy's the MVP. This guy did this. What is this? So he's saying like so much emphasis is putting on getting to the playoffs, getting a ring, that it's not about the camaraderie and building part. I'm torn. I mean, not torn because I respect Damian Lillard as a player. But right now, Jay, I feel like he's fishing for an excuse to help pad the fall he's gonna have because his window of opportunity is closing. The window's shut in Portland.
Yeah,
the window's shut in Portland. They have no chance at all to win a championship in Portland with the roster he has around him. But
and that's why he was crying.
Yeah, and he goes on to say, I understand that we play to win championships and we all want to win a championship, but we can't keep acting like nothing matters, like the journey doesn't matter. We can't keep doing that. You not buying it, Jay?
So what I hear is he's playing right. He's playing for the check. He's mailing it in. He's saying, look, I get it.
He didn't say that in so many words, though.
That's what he said. That's what he said, though. Look, I'm not out here ring chasing. I'm here for my team. I'm here for the camaraderie. But it's like people keep, because this is what's happening. They're looking at Dame and saying, dude, you're a great player, but you're going to be forgotten because you never won a ring. They're going to say
Dame gets forgotten?
Dude, he's going to be in that list of great that never got a ring. He's going to be on that list. Like here's the deal.
Kelly?
Here's the deal. He's going to be, he will not make the top 75. Like that next generation of great players,
the next wave of
the next wave, yeah, when they go like to maybe the top 100, right, of all time, Dame ain't gonna be there.
Damn.
He's great, but he won't be there because you got people like Steph Curry that's going to be there, and Klay Thompson is going to be there, and Green will be there because they've won championships.
Will Kyrie Irving be there because he has a championship too?
Kyrie will be there. He has a championship.
I mean, I got
KD will be there. He has a championship.
Now you just said KD wasn't elite, Jay, but he's still
not this year.
Okay, that's what you're saying. You're not saying never was elite. You're just saying now.
Oh no.
Okay.
KD was elite.
I got
you.
He
was elite.
Okay.
Now
I won't misconstrue your words, then, brother. My bad.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Dame just wanted the money and he got it because that Portland's not. Yes, they're not. When McCollum left, he cried about it. He was like, I can't believe it. They're not trying to win here. And he asked for a trade then. How soon we forget? He wanted to get out of Portland. But everybody was like, that number's too high.
But he could have. I don't know, bro.
Do you think he'll be a Hall of Fame player?
Yeah, Dame's a Hall of Fame player. He just not gonna have the legacy of a Steph or Klay, kind of like you said, because he doesn't have the rings to go with it. Because Jay, let's stop the present thing. But Dame doesn't like it. He said he doesn't like where the game is going when it comes to this. Yeah. When it comes down to the GOAT debate between Mike and LeBron, at the end of the day, what does everybody start talking about? The
rings.
Number of what? The number of rings. The conversation doesn't stop. It hadn't just become that. That's been a measuring tool for a lot of people for a long time. And like you said, that's why Charles Barkley feels the way he does a lot, because he can't talk about certain things with Kenny and Shaq on the show because he didn't hit the pinnacle. So whether Dame likes it or not, the conversation of rings isn't going anywhere.
It's not.
And nor should it.
That's the reason why Charles went to Houston with Scottie Pippen to get a ring. That's the reason why Gary Payton and Karl Malone went to LA to get a ring. Right. They wanted a ring. They didn't even play. They wanted a ring. Okay?
Yeah.
So this whole deal of, the way the league has been that way. It has been that way before you came in the league, Dame. So it's not a all of a sudden thing. It's not it's starting to get that way. It's been that way. Okay.
Right.
The big three, when you had out in Boston, the original big three.
Oh, you talking about KG and Jesus Shuttlesworth and Paul Pierce?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They didn't have a ring. But they said, look, if we get together, we know we can take the East. We just got to make sure we take the West. The West is going to be. And they did it.
Yeah.
And they won. Man. And that was it.
So, Jay, do you honestly think, because I'm trying to figure out in my mind what Dame Lillard was really thinking about when he came up and said what he said, because when it came out, I was like, damn, why is our show over a week away? Because this we need to talk about right now. Like, it's like just a lot of days between when J-Stogs not going to get together. But I was like, dang, with everyone already switching teams where they have over the past, no one would have ever judged you for walking away from Portland to go get with a contender.
At all.
Same thing with a Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is a great talent that a lot of people are going to forget because he stayed in Washington to get the bag. And he will never win anything. He's not even the best player on that team anymore. Kyle Kuzma is.
And it's that part that we have now starting to forget him. And in my opinion, we've already forgotten him. He's already forgotten because there's another player that's better than him. And that's what's going to happen to Dame. There will be another player that will come on Portland that is better than him as he is on his downside of his career. And we will forget about him and say, oh, man, this guy right here in Portland, and they'll build around that guy and not Dame.
Yeah.
It is prove me wrong.
Mean, no. And there's no debate on that statement right there. Like, I can't even argue with you on that one.
But
man.
I hate that though.
I hate that. I feel like Dame used this podcast with JJ Redick as a chance to mask the fact that he messed up by staying in Portland for the money. And you can say loyal. I mean, he's being loyal to the team. me as a former professional athlete, I never really buy that because I realize how dirty the game is when it comes down to it at the end of the day, especially football. NBA might be a little bit different. Fans want players to be loyal, but you can't be loyal to teams because they won't be loyal to you. They're loyal to the dollar. So Dame took the money because it was his best payday. I don't buy, well, I just want to be loyal to Portland and show them loyalty because they've always been good to me. You missed out on the opportunity of getting out of that situation, going somewhere to partner up, better yourself for a championship, and now your legacy is going to be affected by it.
Yeah. Wallace, I'll probably agree with this. Everything changed when the players could opt out of their contracts, become free agents, to go join any team. It's not only that, but it's also the fact that they can go to the media and say, I want to trade. I want out of here. So now you hamstring the team and you do, what old boy in LA now did, right? Where he was in San Antonio.
Who, Kawhi?
Yeah. Kawhi was like, oh, my leg hurt. I can't play. My leg hurt. I can't play. So he sat out. Scottie Pippen did the same thing in Chicago, right? Because he felt like he should have got a better contract. He felt like he was not getting his shine. So he had a headache, can't play.
Well, he took that. Yeah, you're right. But he took the deal, bro. No one made you sign that contract. You took the first thing they offered you, opposed to really waiting it out to get the better. I don't know, bro.
He held out, but I mean, that is what it is, man. And that really kind of leads into the fourth down. Do sports need villains to make them better?
I like this when you ask me this question.
So over the weekend, and this guy has been really kind of on our show
too damn much,
really. But Dillon Brooks from the Memphis Grizzlies got suspended because of a tech taunting, playing the Mavs, right? Yeah, and it was his 18th. So after 16,
it's 18. Okay, so when they hit 18, when they get the suspension.
So on your 16th one, you get your next game suspended, and every 2 after that, you get suspended again.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah,
okay.
So that's what it is. So it leads up to the 16, right? And on that 16th one, yeah, hey, that's what I do. So it's like, okay, and he feels like, well, that's his job. That's his job. He has to be that guy. Like his nickname is Dillon the Villain.
Okay, Jay.
So
go ahead and finish your point. Because this is a question I have. I like the question. And I feel like every sport is a little bit different. I think basketball is easier to designate a villain and to have a villain. But why is it seems like Dillon Brooks is trying his best to be that villain? Like it seems like he's going out of his way and pretending to be something that I don't think he is. I believe Dillon Brooks is a fake tough guy. I just believe that he's a fake tough guy. There's nothing that I see about Dillon Brooks that makes me go, God damn, man. Like, back in the day, like Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley, dudes like that, you was like, these fools, these, them was some dirty elbow having brothers and ashy knuckles. Like they was gonna put it down, right? They were goons. Dillon Brooks is not that guy to me. Like he still wants to try to be a pretty boy and a thug at the same time, bro. Like it does not go to me. And Pat Bev is another one. Pat Bev wanted to be that guy. I said this before, and I said it in a post on social media, and everybody's like, "Man, you tripping, big game." Dillon Brooks is trying to be Patrick Beverly to me. Like he's trying too hard. Like I don't like it. But villains are needed. Villains are needed. A natural villain.
Oh, okay. So his I'm glad you said that because he is Pat Bev 2.0. He is in every iteration we talk about NBA, there have been Lance Stevenson was a villain. He messed with people because that's how he felt he can get in their heads.
Right.
That's just, you talked about Oakley and you talked about, Dennis Rodman was a villain, right?
Right.
I mean, Latrell Sprewell considered a villain. Like these are
now,
villains.
Do you think Sprewell's a villain just because he choked his coach? Is that what it was?
I mean, that's part of it. That's part of it. But Ron Artest, villain, right?
That's a good one. Hey, but and then he changed his whole image and went to Meta World Peace.
Meta World Peace, you know.
I still think he's a villain.
Green is another one who's considered a villain.
Draymond,
right? Yeah, Draymond Green is considered a villain. What's crazy to me is when they have people like KD is a villain because he switched teams.
Do you agree with that one, J-Stogs? Because he's not the first to change teams, but he caught more hell for it because of the team he went to, I think.
LeBron James caught hell.
Won.
LeBron James caught hell.
I think KD caught more hell than LeBron did, man.
Okay. That's a good debate. You know, but I mean, he said trying to be a pretty boy and a thug at the same time. You're right. He has to pick a lane and stay in it.
Stay in your lane, bro.
You don't think Wallace really don't think KD is a villain?
I don't think so either, Wallace. No, the people looked at him as a villain for leaving OKC, but I never jumped on that villain train. I think that was more so a small market playing a victim because they lost a star player. So I don't think that he ever should have been sought out as being a villain because he only did what big brother LeBron had done to go get him a ring. Right?
Grandizer is here. Alex is a villain for talking about practice. No, the media was the villain because we talk about practice, not a game. Practice.
Hey, I just kept it all the way 100 on how he really felt about the situation. That was hilarious, man.
You know who's a villain that nobody really talks about?
Uh-oh. Who's that?
Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan's a villain. Tim Duncan's a villain, man.
Come on, man. Tim Duncan,
Dude,
Jay?
Tim Duncan, man.
Now, you know Kevin Garnett said that Duncan was probably one of the best smack talkers ever that he played against. He said Duncan would hit you with the peaceful smack talk, like, hey, good job. Try that again. Hey, boom. Hey, you gotta play a little bit better defense than that. Hey, nice try. Better luck next time. So he hit you with that peaceful trash talk.
Tim Duncan's a villain, bro. He's a villain. But I mean,
we gotta put I'm gonna put a poll out on that one. I'm glad you said that.
There you go. Because Tom Brady is also considered a villain.
Is he though?
He is. And because they're good at what they do.
I guess you could say that. I hated Tom Brady for a long until he went to Tampa.
That's what I'm saying, though. If he's not on your team, you hate him. They just mad for going to. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hey, Wallace, you know what they say? If you can't beat them, join us. So KD said, "Hey, Steph, can I come out west?" Steph said, "Come on, I'll show you how to win."
And that's exactly what LeBron did. He couldn't win in Cleveland. He had to learn how to win. But when you look at different sports, you have to have villains. You have teams that are villains. The Raiders, yes, Wallace. Brady was a villain. Brady was a villain. He was.
Now, Jay, to me, in football, it is harder to designate a villain.
No.
Because how do you designate a villain in football?
No. And Ndamukong Suh is a villain.
Okay. Why? Because of dirty plays? Villain. So now you're going to say Vontaze Burfict was a villain.
I love Vontaze Burfict. He's a villain. But I love villains, though. But he's a villain.
Of course you do. You're a black comic book superhero kind of guy. You love villains. You're
Listen, that's why that's up right now. I love villains. But that's what they are, right? They're villains because either they're awesome and they make you mad and they beat your team and you can never beat them. And that's just like the Raiders are villains. I don't know why they don't win anything, but they always seem to be villains.
So who would be a villain on the Dallas Cowboys?
Villain on the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, who's a villain on the Dallas Cowboys, bro?
Gosh. Again, you'd have to be good. That limits it.
Oh, damn. Damn.
I would almost say it would be a tie between. Actually, no, Diggs.
Damn.
Diggs would be a villain.
You think? I'm not trying to be funny. I look at no one on the Cowboys team as a villain because I just don't. I really like Cowboys team is disliked. I think
as a whole,
your owner is a villain.
Yes.
A player, there's no player I don't think there's one player that everybody just on like, oh my God, I can't stand him.
It would be Diggs. It would be Diggs. If anybody, it would be Diggs because of his play and of what he does.
Okay.
Like the fact that you have 7 interceptions in a season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, that I think they get you there. It's time, man. That's a good one. We're gonna have to save that one.
That's almost like a whole little segment within itself, bro.
That's a chop shop right there.
It is.
That's
hey man, but damn it, hold on. My computer's going. You might need to hit play on this one. Never mind. I'm gonna hit it. But Dylan Brooks,
what he's doing right now, what Game is doing right now, will make you say this.
Oh hell no! 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 Oh hell no!
Oh hell no!
Yeah, that's.
Hey, go to the link in the bio. Go get your "Oh Hell Nah" t-shirt, baby. Hey, man, technology, man. Don't be mad at me, bro.
That threw me all the way off. This is a part of the cast when we look at stuff throughout the week that make it say, "Oh hell no." Yeah, I'm with both of these, but I'm gonna let you go first on this one. So I'm gonna let you kind of pick that one.
All right, so. J-Stogs and I like to find things going on in the sports world that just really make you go, oh, hell nah. And this is one that had a couple different points to it, Jay. So I don't know if anyone's familiar with, and I think it's Anton Davis. He plays for Detroit Mercy. He's a fifth-year senior, and he was close to breaking Pistol Pete Maravich's all-time scoring record of 3,664 points.
Yes.
And he fell 3 points shy of breaking this record.
4 points.
4 points shy of breaking this record. Okay.
There you go.
But anyway, he's 4 points shy. He made a comment that said he feels like the NCAA cheated him and slighted him of not being able to break this record because they did not put them in the CBI tournament. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with this. The CBI is the College Basketball Invitational Tournament. It's like you got the NCAA tournament, the NIT, and the CBI. So some of these teams that have played well enough don't make those two. They'll put in this other tournament. Well, Detroit Mercy, J-Stogs, finished 14-19, and they went 9-11 in their conference.
Yes.
So to me, I'm saying, oh, hell no. How do you think you deserve to get put into a tournament with the losing record? Now, if he really wants to be mad, his shooting percentage in the last game, in the second round game of the Horizon League tournament, he was like 4 for, man, where is it at here? Now I don't see it. Anyway, all he had to do was make, if he would have made 2 more shots, he would have got the record. And he didn't. So,
open looks.
To be mad of not getting an invite and saying that the NCAA cheated you is a oh hell no for me, because a 14-19 team does not deserve postseason play, especially if you think you should get it just so you can break a record. No, you had the opportunity to break it and you missed it.
Yeah. So here's the other side of that too, man. The CBI tournament, you also pay to get in. So the college would pay to get into that tournament. It's like $27,000 to pay to get into the tournament, right? So there's that other part. The other part of it is that Pete Maravich did it in 83 games. This guy did it in 144 games. So
he had a whole extra year, and he wanted a tournament to go break the record.
Pete Maravich did it in like 3 years. He basically did it in 5. So I mean, there's a lot of things at play. Now, I get it. There were calls for them not to go in for that reason. They did not want to see him break the record because they felt like, look, you didn't get it legitimately. Like that was the thing. Like his son, like Pete Maravich's son was like, you don't deserve it. He's like, no slight against him, but you're 14 and 19. You're getting into a pay for play tournament. It took you this long, like he has some single season records, but nah, my guy.
Hey, shout out to you, man. You set some records that'll be in somebody's book for a long time.
Yes.
And I know it used to be like this for football a long time ago. You know, back a long time ago, whatever you did in the bowl game did not count towards records because it was an extra game that everybody didn't always get, right? So here it is, a pay-to-play tournament. Should have counted anyway. Should you be able to add those on to a college record playing in a tournament that you would have paid to play in anyway? I think it's a good question. And man, that is a good job of adding to those points, Jay. I really appreciate it, bro. But yeah, to me, that's my oh hell no. Quit crying about a record that you didn't get. Congratulations on getting close, but no cigar. And just ride it out, bro.
There you go. Because that was actually going to be like my oh hell no, but I was like, you know what, we can share it. I did put one in, but I like that one even better, man. Yeah. And they did make excuses. So his dad is a coach. Nothing against that. But, they were saying that they had injuries throughout the season. So, they finally have the whole team back together. Hey, that's everybody. That's every team. That's every program.
Welcome to college sports, bro.
That's what it is.
For real.
Sorry that it happened, and sorry that it happened this year. But, man, come on. No. I don't think so. Hey, let's go ahead and let's get into this next segment. Gosh. It's time for Keep It on the Court. March Madness style.
Oh hell no again.
Oh, the computer's like, look, it's late.
Hey man, I'm sleepy.
Yo, first one. Princeton, the darling of the tournament right now.
Man.
How far do you think they go?
Well, considering I had them losing in the first round and then the Sweet 16 now, Jay, why not the Elite 8 at least?
No.
They said no. Hey, I mean,
get out of here.
Is it because you don't want to see them there, or you don't think they could get there?
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it now. Okay,
you tired of the upsets now?
It was cute. It was nice. It's time to move on. Okay, here we are, man. I mean,
here we keep going. I mean,
I just
you sound like you're being a hater right now, Jay.
I am being a hater. My TCU Horned Frogs lost to Gonzaga. It sucks. And
they played a good game. They should have won that game.
They played a really good game, but they lost, and so that's what it is. And
Jay, they played Creighton. Creighton's good now. The Creighton Blue Jays are not a bad team at all. They beat Baylor. They always play well.
Yeah,
but this is a very winnable game for Princeton, bro. Like
it is.
And then they get oh my God. Okay, stop playing. Then they play the winner of never mind. It's the winner of San Diego State and Alabama.
Yeah.
So whoever win that game go, but
dare
we say Princeton can get to the Final Four?
No. If everyone is saying Alabama's so good,
they better than that.
Steamrolling.
They better than Purdue.
We doing that? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Go Cougs. Look.
I tell you.
Go Cougs.
Hey man, you've been to so many schools. I forget which one you.
That's true. I've been to that one.
TCU. Now you talking about Houston. You gonna tell me that you did an online class at University in Miami or Xavier or something, and you gonna go somewhere? No. Come on, bro.
No, I did online courses at University of Maryland. I did. So, go Terps. So there you go. It's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, people. It's a journey. So when it's tournament time, I get to root for a lot of people, a lot of programs. That's just the way it works, man. 7 women's knocks off Ole Miss, or got knocked off by Ole Miss. We talked about that a little bit earlier. I think that's great for the game, as well as Miami knocking off
Indiana.
Indiana.
Hey, dude,
who
that
are
was a
ranked
great
number
game
one.
last night. Like I was locked in, and I feel sorry for this young lady for Indiana. She missed a layup, and then late in the game, she was dribbling, trying to get that last shot off, and got the ball stolen. I was like, damn, she gonna catch hell. And I was like, I hope that they don't put the whole game on her because of 2 bad plays. But I told my wife it was because her edges wasn't done before the game started that she messed up.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry,
I'm
dog.
so dead.
I'm just, I took an ignorant pill before I went to bed last night, man. And it still ain't worn. Jay, her edges and a little ponytail in the back was toe up, bro. It just. Hey, don't single screen me because hey man, yeah, that's boy. I'm sorry.
It just wasn't done, man. Well, really flag on the play.
Boy.
No, I think it was the whole team, and if you're that close and you're number one in Miami, I believe was either 7 or 9 or something like that. They should have been that close.
Seed. But you know what?
I think
lower
than that.
For
9.
The way it's going the women's basketball bracket this year, it's good because I'm not trying to be funny. You used to be able to look at the women's bracket and just pick all the higher seeds, and it went like they used to almost always have all 4 number ones in the Final Four.
Yeah.
So
Stanford, Baylor,
seeing the parity
Tennessee.
and the upsets of people getting knocked out. I want Gino and UConn to get knocked out too. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I like it.
They have a great team that is clicking right now.
Yeah, Don Staley and them got that buzz saw that everybody got to run up against them.
True.
I mean, South Carolina going to have to be really off to lose to this tournament.
They will, but I mean,
personally,
hey, it is what it is. FDU coach Tobin Anderson. You think he's gonna get swooped up?
Hey man, it happens all the time. The St. Peter's coach got swooped up by Seton Hall last year. Tobin Anderson, man, and this is just his first year. He came from St. Thomas Aquinas out of New York, which is a D2 school. He brought his best player from that school with him, who is turned into somewhat of a star here in this tournament. And why not? I mean, he may not get the opportunity again. I think someone offers him a job at a bigger school. I'm not saying much bigger, but mid-major is bigger than FDU got in on a technicality. They didn't even win their tournament. The team that won the tournament didn't satisfy the NCAA Division I prerequisites yet, which is a stupid rule. Like, if that's the case, why even let them play in the tournament?
Bro, listen. Kansas didn't win Big 12. There was the number 1 seed. Texas won the Big 12. There were 2 seed. I mean, this whole thing about seeding and getting in and tournaments, and that's why I'm like, look, if you win your championship, if you win your conference, you should be higher seed than everyone else.
Okay.
From your conference. Whatever. You did it. Or the championship doesn't matter, the regular season matters more. Just saying, man. It just goes all over me. Will he get scooped up? Yeah, absolutely. Mid-major, probably. And it sucks for FDU because now you probably won't see him again if Tobin is gone. Because he's gonna take the players that he had at St. Aquinas or whatever, and St. Thomas Aquinas, and then he took over to FDU, and then the good players he had at FDU, he's going to take over to that mid-major, and that's just how it works.
They too
and
little,
especially
though,
with this
bro.
portal.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
With this portal, you can go anywhere you want to, which
man.
is good for them, but sucks for the schools. Last one, NBA playoff race.
First, do you even like the playing game? Do you like this new format of the NBA?
I don't.
There's about 3 years in now.
I don't like it. I get it, but I don't like it.
I think that you reward mediocrity. It's like just keep it at the top 8, man, and call it a day. If you don't make the 8th position, you don't get in, and boom.
I think it's more than the money. I think it's prestige. I think it's more than the money, Wallace. I think it's prestige.
No, that was for the Tobin Anderson thing.
Yeah, that's the Tobin Anderson.
You think prestige too?
Yeah,
I got you.
Because listen, if I go to a mid major, they're gonna have more money, obviously, but it's also the prestige. So
I think
if I
every coach wants to advance and get to that bigger program.
Sure.
Although bigger is not always better.
Well, I mean, if I can go to, like, let's say Ole Miss, or if I can go to St. John's, or if I can go to Rutgers. Rutgers is mid-major, but it's more prestige. You'll get more money. It's more prestige. There you go. You know, hell, he may go to Purdue. That part. Yeah. Anyway, NBA playoff race. I don't like the play-in game because it just sucks. Because it just sucks. And I get why they're doing it, so it can help to stop tanking. But how about you just, if you see, like, you know, teams that are tanking.
Yeah.
When their star player or players are not playing for weeks at a time, or get traded, or they're hurt all the time.
Tanking sucks. Yeah, we hate it. Load management sucks.
Load management is the worst.
The playing game suck too. It's
Yeah.
NBA's got a lot they need to fix.
Yes, they do a lot of things right, but they do a lot of things wrong.
I'll still watch it, but they need to fix some things, man, because it leaves a bad taste in your mouth of what goes on sometimes.
Well, I think also, like, that's why people don't go to the games as much. Well, I can't say that because they're still, you know, sold out, or at least
some games are still sold out, Jay. But at the same time, there's a lot of caution, I think, now going to games because you don't know if your favorite player is going to play or not. Like it's a crapshoot when you walk into the arena and stuff. You just like, ooh, I hope they play.
You know, I mean, if LeBron's sitting on the court, on the sideline in street clothes, but I didn't pay, you know, $500 to sit up in the rafters because the Lakers are in town, I'm pissed. I'm upset. Anthony Davis is sitting in street clothes. Like, all the star players are sitting in street clothes because they know, hey,
I'm not even a Lakers fan, Jay, but for them to win the game they won, I can't even remember who they beat. And then the next night, because of back-to-back, they hold him out and they go to Houston and lose. It's like, come on, bruh, give me a break. You're supposed to be making a push to secure a spot to get y'all to the damn playoffs, and you're going to take a break and get beat by the Houston Rockets for like no damn reason. Come on, man. Woo, Jesus. Hey, man, NBA got to fix a lot. The playoff race is tight. It's like, I almost don't even care. I want the playoffs to start, but it's like, until the playoff playing game is over, it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's time for one of the worst segments ever. One gotta go.
Hater.
Oh, man.
I mean, I know it's getting late. It's probably past the Buff Nerds bedtime. But keeping it with basketball themes and NBA playoffs,
yes,
I came up with this one gotta go. The 94-95 Chicago Bulls, 2016-2017 Golden State Warriors, the 1970-71 Milwaukee Bucks, or the 85-86 Celtics. One gotta go. Now that Bucks team, that was Kareem, or back in Lou Alcindor then, and Big O.
Yeah. I would say the Bucks.
Really? I did not think that you would say that, Jay. Honestly, didn't. You surprised me, bro.
If you look at the three other teams, they were so complete 1 through 5 that, and they were, I mean, yeah, yeah, they were so complete 1 through 5 that when you look at that Bucks team, besides Lou Alcindor, or better known BK, BKA, better known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and the big old Oscar Robertson. I mean, that's it. Like, you don't know anybody else from that squad.
Facts.
You know, but you can name off that. We said it was the 94, 95 Bulls.
96 Bulls.
95. You can name off 95, 96 Bulls. 1 through 5, 1 through 7. You know, and maybe even 1 through 12 for some. What was the other one?
The Warriors 16, 17 Golden State Warriors.
You can name that 5 right there.
The 85, 86 Boston Celtics team.
You can name that. You can name those 1 through 5.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, it's the Bucks for me.
I say Celtics just because I don't like Boston.
Come on, man.
I know. I mean, you already made the point. You made a very valid point for Milwaukee being the one to get rid of. Wallace said the same thing. I just gotta say something different. Not that I really believe it. Just gotta say something different, bro.
That's why the segment sucks. Go.
I mean, hey, that's 3 weeks in a row where I hit you with some good ones, bro. You made me put a little bit more work into the segment because how much you hate it.
Everyone hates it, but that was
not everyone, just you.
Anyway, but you know what? No one hates. Top 5.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Let's go. That's right. This is the top 5. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some even bunk out and have a top 10, but not here. Not on Big Game Sports Buzz. We keep it 100 by saying, look, who's in, who's out. Top 5 tonight. Top 5 rap duos. Did you like that game? That was I felt very good when I did that.
Hey man, your energy was live, brother. It was live. I felt it. It was trickling through the computer monitor, bro. So for anybody that doesn't know, man, J-Stogs now, this is our second season of Big Game Sports Buzz together. And I think our second episode, Jay's like, hey man, let's do a top 5. Let's do top 5 rap groups. And I come up with my rap groups, y'all. You know, I'm breaking it down. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready. I got this. And I spit my groups off. And he goes, that's not a group. I'm like, what? That's not a group. That's a duo. I was like, this mother lover right here gonna be that technical. So tonight, I just was thinking about it. I was like, it's time to rip off duos, J-Stogs. So, you know, I did my best to come up with 5 duos that I think had a good impact on the rap game, man. All right, are you ready to see?
Before you get started, I asked before we came on. I asked, does the DJ count? And this is what he said to me. I wish I had it recorded. This is what he said to me. We'll just have to see the list.
Oh man, because I feel like I know where you're going with that. Hey,
you already know.
Anybody, hey guys, y'all still on here watching? Drop your top 5 rap duos in the comments, and if you're watching this later, still drop your top 5.
Yeah,
and let us know if you think a DJ counts or doesn't count for a duo.
Does a DJ count in a rap duo?
If the DJ's name is in the group name, then that makes it a trio and not a duo. Anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna give you my top 5. Hey, so here we go. My top 5 rap duos in no particular order, believe it or not. Number 5, I got the Dog Pound from the West Coast. The Dog Pound. Number 4, 8 Ball and MJG. Hit hard, a space age pimping, all that good stuff. 8 Ball, MJG. J-Stogs is doing things he shouldn't do, making me laugh. Number 3, EPMD, J-Stogs. You got to chill, okay? Number 2, UGK, Pimp C, Bun B, rest in peace, Pimp. And then Outkast, which started and sparked this whole debate from the start anyway. OUT Cast. Yes, sir. Andre 3000, Big Boy, Daddy Fat Stacks.
Thank you. Wallace says that no, DJ doesn't count.
I have an honorable mention. Well, if DJs don't count, then I would have had. Go ahead, I won't say it. That's fine.
See, it's what you do.
I didn't put them in though. I would finish your list, and I'll tell you who my honorable mention was, bro.
Since I was keeping with the spirit of what this was and how it was presented,
I didn't hit all duos.
Right?
I didn't hit all duos.
I agree with you, Outkast, one of the greatest of all time. I also agree, 8 Ball MJG, one of the greatest duos, and I would say underrated duos of all time. UGK, Underground Kings. Come on. That's diamonds up against that wood. Let's go. Gangstar. That is a great rap duo. Here he comes. See how he come in?
No. Okay.
And of course, one of the ones that I truly, truly love. I love these two brothers as they rap together. Black Star. Mos Def, Talib Kweli. They both rap. They're duos. They're a group. Sorry, a duo. What are you gonna say?
No, man. Black Star's a good one, but Gangstar.
Yes.
No, you're counting the DJ as the second person in the group. No,
he says stuff on sometimes.
No, man. No.
He says stuff sometimes.
That's some bull right there, dog. You know that.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Whatever. You're just now telling me I can count DJs.
No, I didn't.
Well, that DJs don't count. You just now telling me.
Wallace said. I mean,
no,
we'll
you
see.
said that. You said we'll look back
because I knew you were going to go with something just to try to be different, dog. And it's okay, man.
What are you talking about? Be different. What are you talking about? Like I had to leave out Run DMC.
I would have said, I left off Eric B and Rakim because realistically, Eric B is the DJ, Rakim is the MC. That's not really a group, is it?
Correct. But is that not considered a duo? Because it's a duo. It's two of them. What about Salt and Pepper?
They ain't top 5 anyway.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
I said they're not top 5. Salt and Pepper?
Wow.
Top 10?
Salt and Pepper is a top 5 rap duo.
Then why weren't they on your list, Jay?
Because of the DJ. They're a group. Everybody knows Cinderella. Everybody knows Cinderella.
So they're a trio then.
Are they?
You just said everybody knows Cinderella. And Cinderella started rapping on their later. She started rapping in their later albums.
Oh my God.
She didn't?
No, not in my mind.
To hell with your mind, dog. This is real. This is real.
Oh my mind.
To hell with your mind. Hey man, y'all let us know what you think. Is Salt and Pepper a rap duo or a trio?
Wallace. Dub. They are a top 5.
They're not top 5.
Who do you put over Salt and Pepper?
Shit, the 5 groups I just said I got over Salt and Pepper.
EPMD?
Hell yeah. Eric Sherman in Paris making dollars. Shit.
Paris didn't even rap. He didn't even rap. he did, it was trash.
Relax your mind, let your conscience be free. Get down with the styles of a PMD. Come on, Jay. Come on, man. You talk about Gangstar and you don't even like EPMD. Come on, bro. I wish I could play it without getting a license.
I'm putting salt and pepper over EPMD.
Whatever, that's your business.
Push it. You got to push it real. Man, come on. When that came out, you was bopping it. Don't even try, bro. Don't even try.
Hey, shit, I got
when Shoot came out.
I had a crush on all three of them. That ain't the point. It ain't the point.
I'm saying.
Drop down lyrically, letting it go. Salt Pepper rapped some written commercial stuff for them, dog.
Oh my gosh, bro. They are what's considered party rap. Party rap. That was the 80s. EPMD was the 90s. It was different. It's a different time, different era.
Okay, man. Okay.
Like, like Run DMC was dropping knowledge. They were dropping hard lyrics.
What's going on across the sea? Yeah, dog.
You need to stop. You know what? We're putting this on Chop Shop. You need to stop with this.
Hey, man. Hey, bring it over. Read to hey, you got to say this for an episode I'm on. I won't be on Chop Shop for the next 2 weeks.
I'm saving it for tomorrow. That way we can have some people that, they're going to say something right and real and not what you just said. Salt and pepper, not top 5.
That's what we doing.
I'm J-Stogs, the Buff Nerd. Check me out tomorrow, Chop Shop, 8:30. Probably.
He's salty, y'all. He all in his feelings.
I'm not
right
salty.
Now.
I'm not salty. I'm not in my feelings. You just hitting all the buttons. Come on, Big Game. Let's get out of here, man.
Hey, man, for the Buff Nerd, J-Stogs, I'm your boy, Big Game James.
Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in to Big Game Sports Buzz. Make sure y'all check out J-Stogs, the Buff Nerd, A. Reed, the musicologist, and Aunt J on the Chop Shop. Check out Big Game Entertainment for all of our content. Stay tuned. We got some other things working. Again, thank you for tuning in. And until next week, y'all be easy. I can't find the outro.
Dope. It's a dope groove.